Welcome to Games from Folktales, a podcast that mixes historical research and tabletop role-playing settings. This is another of the brief posts for the Christmas week of 2021. In this section, Cellini suffers what may be a miracle for his murders, or it may be a spell effect. Note his travelling companion tries the Miserere, which we've discussed in an earlier episode. Thanks to Joyce Martin and her team through LibriVox for the recording.
We were one day distant from Lyons, and it was close upon the hour of 22 when the heavens began to thunder with sharp rattling claps, although the sky was quite clear at the time. I was riding a crossbow shot before my comrades. After the thunder the heavens made a noise so great and horrible that I thought the last day had come, so I reined in for a moment while a shower of hail began to fall without a drop of water. A first hail was somewhat larger than pellets from a pop-gun, and when these struck me they hurt considerably. Little by little it increased in size until the stones might be compared to balls from a crossbow. My horse became restive with fright, so I wheeled round and returned at a gallop to where I found my comrades taking refuge in a fir wood. The hail now grew to the size of big lemons. I began to sing a misery, and while I was devoutly uttering this psalm to God, there fell a stone so huge that it smashed the thick branches of the pine under which I had retired for safety. Another of the hailstones hit my horse upon the head and almost stunned him. One struck me also, but not directly, else it would have killed me. In like manner, poor old Leonardo Tedaldi, who like me was kneeling on the ground, received so shrewd a blow that he fell grovelling upon all fours. When I saw that the fir bough offered no protection, and that I ought to act as well as to intone my miseries, I began at once to wrap my mantle round my head. At the same time I cried to Leonardo, who was shrieking for succor, Jesus, Jesus, that Jesus would help him if he helped himself. I had more trouble in looking after this man's safety than my own. The storm raged for some while, but at last it stopped, and we, who were pounded black and blue, scrambled as well as we could upon our horses. Pursuing the way to our lodging for the night, we showed our scratches and bruises to each other, but about a mile further on we came upon a scene of devastation which surpassed what we had suffered, and defies description. All the trees were stripped of their leaves and shattered. The beasts in the field lay dead. Many of the herdsmen had also been killed. We observed large quantities of hailstones which could not have been grasped with two hands. Feeling then that we had come well out of a great peril, we acknowledged that our prayers to God and miseres had helped us more than we could have helped ourselves. Returning thanks to God, therefore, we entered Lyons in the course of the next day, and tarried there 8 days. At the end of this time, being refreshed in strength and spirit, we resumed our journey, and passed the mountains without mishap. On the other side I bought a little pony, because the baggage which I carried had somewhat overtired my horses.
Your saga may vary.